the opening batsman. It's the toughest job in Test cricket. Facing the new ball, the fastest bowlers, the most pressure. England has produced some of the finest to ever take on this challenge. But who are the greatest of all time? Today, we're counting down the top 15 greatest English openers in Test history. This list is bound to cause some debate, so get your own opinions ready for the comment section. Let's begin the countdown. And now, before starting this discussion, there is a challenge. Where to place the father of the game, W.G. Grace? W.G. Grace. The game he played in the late 19th century is almost a different sport. But his position in this top 15, as a pioneer and a legend, simply cannot be denied. He essentially invented the art of modern batting. While his exact position is subjective, his legacy is foundational. So we decided to place him with #?, which implies that although he is included in top 15 list, his exact position is left up to viewers to decide, and viewers can place him anywhere based on their personal preference. Number 14, Alec Stewart. At number 14, the multi-talented Alec Stewart. A wicket-keeper, a captain, and a swashbuckling opening batsman. Stewart was the engine of England's batting lineup for years. He could defend when needed, but he was at his best on the attack, taking the game to the opposition with style and flair. His versatility and fighting spirit make him a worthy entry. Number 13, Cyril Washbrook. Coming in at number 13 is Cyril Washbrook. He was part of famous opening duo along with Sir Len Hutton. Known for his bravery and his famous square cut, Washbrook was one half of one of England's most legendary opening partnerships. He was, as our reference perfectly put it, Len Hutton's partner in crime. Together, they formed an unbreakable wall at the top of the order. A bit overshadowed due to his legendary partner, he was a great opener in his own right. Number 12, Michael Vaughan. At number 12, the captain who brought the Ashes home in 2005, Michael Vaughan. Before he was a legendary skipper, Vaughan was a supremely elegant opening batsman. His cover drive was a thing of beauty. At his peak, he was arguably among the best English batsmen in the world. Vaughan during his playing days was a player whose reputation was far beyond his stats. Michael Vaughan will forever be known in English sporting history as the first captain to win an Ashes series in a generation, a victory that ended an 18-year drought, his calm and ruthlessly effective leadership overshadowing his not inconsiderable contributions as a batter-arm that placed him briefly at the top of the world rankings. Number 11, Mike Atherton. Number 11 is the definition of grit, Mike Atherton. A tough-as-nails opener from Lancashire, Athers and never gave an inch. And you can't talk about Atherton without talking about his legendary battles with South Africa's Alan Donald. That epic spell in 1998, where he weathered a storm of pace and hostility, defined his career. He was a true fighter. Gutsy and stubborn, single-minded and sledge-proof, Mike Atherton was an opener in the classic tradition, making batting look like trench warfare. In opponents' eyes, he was England's most wanted man for the 7 years until his retirement at the end of the 2001 Ashes. Number 10, Marcus Trescothick. At number 10, we have the man they called Banger, Marcus Trescothick. For a period in the early 2000s, there was no more destructive opener in world cricket. Trescothick didn't just see off the new ball, he dominated it. His powerful, front-foot game set the tone for England's resurgence, and on his day, he was simply unstoppable. At Johannesburg in 2004 to 2005, he set up England's series victory with a brutal 180 on the final morning, and carried his domineering form into the home season. Number 9, Sir Andrew Strauss. Number 9 is another man who led England to the top of the world, Sir Andrew Strauss. A cerebral, determined left-hander, Strauss was the rock of the England side. His cut shot was a weapon, and his concentration was immense. As a two-time Ashes-winning captain who took England to number 1 in the Test rankings, his impact was monumental. Though most comfortable with pace on the ball, Strauss made 2 centuries against an Australia attack that included Shane Warne in 2005 and tenacious back-to-back hundreds against India in Chennai in 2008. Number 8, John Edrich. At number 8, the incredibly courageous John Edrich. A compact left-hander, Edrich faced down some of the most fearsome fast bowlers in history, including the West Indian pace battery of the 70s, often without a helmet. He scored over 5,000 test runs, including a colossal 310 not out. He was the embodiment of bravery. Number 7, Denis Amiss. Coming in at number 7 is a pioneer of the modern game, Denis Amiss. Amiss was not only an elegant and prolific run scorer, but he was one of the first batsmen to consistently wear a protective helmet, changing the face of batting forever. With a test average of over 46, he was a class act in a tough era. Of Amiss's 11 test hundreds, 8 exceeded 150, a higher proportion even than that of Don Bradman. His power, timing and placement through extra cover and mid-wicket, his two great scoring areas, could sometimes make him uncontrollable. Number 6, Graham Gooch. We're entering the elite now. At number 6, it's the Titan, Graham Gooch. Goochie was a force of nature. Strong, imposing, and with an insatiable appetite for runs. He finished his career as England's all-time leading run scorer at the time. His masterpiece? The unforgettable 333 against India at Lord's. In the 1991 summer, he made what many considered to be his finest innings, batting over 7.5 hours at Headingley to carry his bat for 154 in a team total of 252 against a West Indies attack made up of Curtly Ambrose, Malcolm Marshall, Patrick Patterson and Courtney Walsh. 2 years later he became England's leading run scorer and held the record for over 2 decades before Alastair Cook overtook him in 2015. Number 5, Sir Alastair Cook. At number 5, England's record holder, Sir Alastair Cook. The numbers are simply staggering, 12,472 runs, and 33 centuries. Cook was a master of concentration. His mental strength was his greatest weapon, allowing him to grind down opposition attacks for days on end. The immovable object. Number 4, Geoffrey Boycott. At number 4, the master of technique, Geoffrey Boycott. Love him or hate him, you cannot deny his greatness. Boycott placed a price on his wicket higher than any other. His defence was a fortress, his patience was infinite. He was the bedrock upon which countless England totals were built. For technical perfection, he is almost without equal. Number 3, Herbert Sutcliffe. We've reached the podium. At number 3, Herbert Sutcliffe. His partnership with our number 1 is arguably the greatest in the history of the game. Sutcliffe was the epitome of consistency. In 54 tests, he averaged a staggering 60.73, an all-time figure for a specialist opener. On treacherous, uncovered wickets, he was a master. Number 2, Sir Len Hutton. The runner-up at number 2 is the genius, Sir Len Hutton. For many, the most technically perfect batsman England has ever produced. His balance, his footwork, his judgment, it was all flawless. In 1938, he set a then-world record with a monumental 364 against Australia. A true master of his craft. His legacy is so great that he was picked in ESPN Cricinfo All-Time 11 even ahead of Sunil Gavaskar as an opener. Number 1, Sir Jack Hobbs. And at number 1, the greatest English opener of all time. It could only be one man. Sir Jack Hobbs. They called him the master, and he was. For over 2 decades, Hobbs dominated the art of opening the batting. His records are mind-boggling, his grace and timing were sublime, and his ability to master any conditions was unparalleled. He wasn't just England's greatest opener, Sir Jack Hobbs is on the very short list of the greatest batsmen to have ever played the game. Herbert Sutcliffe, who played with Jack Hobbs and against Sir Don Bradman and saw both Hobbs and Bradman in action, was once asked that whom he refers as the greatest batter he ever saw. Sutcliffe reportedly said that Bradman was the greatest batsman, but Hobbs was the better player on all types of wickets, especially bad or difficult pitches. This aligns with Sutcliffe's own reputation as one of the finest, bad-wicket batsmen, someone who thrived when conditions were toughest. So there you have it. Our definitive top 15. From W.G. Grace to Sir Jack Hobbs, what a list of legends. But now it's over to you. Who did we miss? Who is too high, or who is too low? Let us know your top 15 in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through cricketing history, please like this video and subscribe for more content. Thanks for listening.